All of us have motivation of some sort. I define motivation as the desire to achieve that which you believe to be worthwhile.
If you clicked on this video, you're already ahead of the majority because you're looking for growth. Welcome to Epic Motivation. Let's get started.
And many people go through life never getting in touch with their greatness because of the lack of motivation to push themselves, or because they have not found something that they believe to be worthwhile to challenge them. I heard a poem once that said, many a flower has bloomed unceasingly and wasted sweetness upon the cold desert air. It's translated, that means simply that many a talented persons have gone unnoticed, and the world never had a chance to be exposed to their talent because that person did not take the time to begin to express or to demonstrate or to motivate themselves in the direction to bring that which they came into the universe to bring. How can you measure your motivation? How can you evaluate where you are on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's do this for ourselves mentally. How do you rate yourself from 1 to 10? Your mental attitude about yourself, how you feel about you, how you feel about life. How do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your physical appearance, in terms of your health? Do you take care of yourself? Are you allowing yourself to get overweight and out of shape? Are you conscious of your health? Are you watching the food that you take into your body? Do you make a deliberate effort to exercise? You know, it was George Burns, he said, we cannot help getting older, but we don't have to get old. And many of us get old before our time because we don't take time to take care of ourselves. Your environment is a very good indicator. On a scale of 1 to 10, is it what you want it to be? Do you find it desirable? Are you satisfied? The job or career that you're involved in. Someone said that 85% of the American public are unhappy with their jobs. Are you spending 8 hours a day just doing time? Doing something that you don't find challenging, that does not make you stretch mentally, that does not stimulate you, that does not inspire you. Something that you don't find a sense of fulfillment in it. If you're doing that day in and day out, it has to affect how you feel about yourself, your level of motivation. Your relationships. What kind of impact is it having on your life? Is it nourishing or is it a toxic relationship? Does it drain you or does it build you up? Ask yourself that. How motivated are you to do something about it? Your contribution, your actions. What are you giving? Many people will leave the universe without a trace. No one will know they were here. And in fact, under their name, we could put under there, not used up. Will anybody know that you came this way? What contribution are you giving? What will you leave? What will be different because you came this way? Someone once said that life is our gift to us that God has given us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. What kind of gift are you formulating? Is this a gift that you like to take back and do something else before you turn it in? Think about that. What can we do? What are some of the keys that we can begin to use to motivate ourselves when our batteries run low? Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do, at some time you are going to get tired. At some time you're going to get in a rut. Seem like nothing you do works out right. And sometimes it just seems like you just don't have the wherewithal or the will to do anything. That sometimes you act like you're punch drunk. You're just wading through life, just doing time day in and day out, looking at non-discriminatory television, anything that's on, just looking, and depressed, feeling powerless, feeling useless, and bored. What do you do? How do you get yourself out of a rut? How do you, when you know you can do more than what you've been doing and you're not doing it and you're discontent with where you are, you get angry at yourself. How do you get out of that rut? How do you motivate yourself? One of the things that we must do is that we must be involved in working on achieving self-mastery. You must work on yourself continuously. Never be satisfied with yourself. Always know that as you invest the effort and time on you, that's the greatest ability that human beings have above animals. See, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Tree can't be anything but a tree. Human being, you've got unlimited potential. You can put effort on you, and by concentrating on you and developing you, you can transform your life wherever you are right now. So you want to work on yourself. You want to read books that inspire you and motivate you. You want to listen to tapes over and over and over again. And I suggest that you listen to tapes when you first get up in the morning. You want to control the spirit of your day. When you first wake up in the morning, your mind is operating at 10.5 wave cycles per second. That's when the subconscious mind is most impressionable. Whatever you hear in the first 20 minutes when you wake up, that will affect the spirit of your day. When you listen to tapes, listen with relaxed belief, believing that this can happen for you. And by listening to them, listen to them over and over and over again, and you will get a breakthrough. You can listen to the same tape for months, and all of a sudden you hear something you never heard before. It have a special meaning for you. Or read the same book over again, and you find some special insight. You said, I can't believe I didn't see that the first time. So you want to be involved in developing yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people won't take that kind of effort and invest that kind of energy in themselves, because they will fall prey to that conversation within. Oh, don't do that. You don't have time. You're too busy. You're too caught up in the rat race. Most people won't do that. Well, they won't take time to go to lectures. They won't take time to go to seminars. They won't take time to go to classes to improve themselves. And as you continue to work on yourself, you will begin to expand your vision of yourself. You begin to work towards self-mastery. And you will begin to see it reflect itself in all the dimensions of your life, your mental life, your physical life, your social life, in your relationships, your monetary life. So concentrate on developing yourself. Because if you don't, I guarantee you that you will make a settlement. And most people have. And most of us already have. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? You know, when we make settlements, out of court settlements, you've heard them. That means that you decided to take something less than what you originally wanted to get had you gone into court. And the reason that you settled outside of court is because you didn't believe that you can get it. So you made an out-of-court settlement. Many of us are making in-life settlement. We're settling for less than what we actually deserve. We don't feel good about it, but we make it work in our minds. We'll come up with some kind of excuse to make it all right. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? Many of us settle for less than what we want out of relationships because we don't have the courage to change them. In order to begin to find some keys to self-motivation to drive yourself, in addition to working on yourself, and as you work on yourself, you feel good about yourself, and as you feel better about yourself, you treat yourself differently. Develop a health plan. See, you can't feel well and do well if you don't have good health. You can't perform if you don't have your health. Your health is valuable. Develop a health plan. A plan that you will follow, because this is the only vehicle that you have to carry you through this experience called life. And you want to take good care of it because you love you enough. You care enough about you. And that's not easy. It is not easy having a health plan and sticking to it. What are the things that you fear that's been keeping you from living your dream? That's been keeping you from doing some things that you would like to do? Just think about those things. And how do we begin to handle that? Abraham Maslow said that life is about growth. And he said you can either go back to your comfort zone, and there you won't find any growth, or you must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again. Because you're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate.
There was a point in my life I said, Lord, give me a sign when I was waiting for the sheriff to come and knock on the door. Give me a sign that you're real. And the knock came. I came to the door. I was holding the Bible and the Holy Quran and the Kabbalah. He said, you Les Brown? Yes, sir. We're here to evict you today. I said, I'm standing on his word. He said, no problem, sir. Bring the Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kabbalah, and stand on the sidewalk. and hopefully call some friends to help you move your furniture off the sidewalk because we're about to set everything out. I'm speaking truth to power, the power of your mind. Guess what? I'm still here. Guess what? Everything I lost, I got it back, plus more. And you can and will too. You listen to me. You become a part of my community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. Don't try and do this by yourself. Jesus had a posse of 12. You just got to get around the right people because people rub off on you. As I said, all of us are the same. Only thing that separates us are our habits. When I change my habits, see, poor people have habits. They do things in a certain way. Wealthy people have habits. They do things in a certain way. I studied wealthy people. And when you have a goal and dream and you're hungry, the odds don't matter. I can't tell you the number of people saying, you're going to speak? Has something happened that I don't know? What do you mean by that? Have you gone to college since I've known you? No. What about any night courses you've taken? No. You don't have any college degree at all? No. Who's going to hire you? IBM, Xerox, General Electric, McDonald's Corporation, Fortune 500 companies, churches, organizations around the world. How are you going to develop the credibility? I don't know. I'm taught, lean not unto thine own understanding. I'm taught, walk by faith and not by sight. I'm taught, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Have you ever had people tell you crazy because your dream is too big? Too big for who? Listen to me. Never let someone tell you what you can't do, especially if they haven't done it. They don't know you like that. Life is like an elevator. The higher you go up, you have to stop and let some people off because they don't share your vision. They're not in alignment with your purpose. In order to achieve your goals, it takes everything in you. A.L. Williams, come forth, sir. He said, all you can do is all you can do. And all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. If you had your life to live over again, could you have done more than what you have done thus far? This thing called life, it's serious. And right now, this is the most serious time in my lifetime being on the planet. And so it requires serious effort. It requires a new game plan. It requires rituals and practices and habits that empower you, that will give you a breakthrough. You need breakthrough thinking in this period where you are. If you don't change yourself, if you don't change your mindset, you are unprepared for what you will see. You're unprepared. Why? Less because the world that you've become conditioned to, the world that you once lived in, the requirements are different. That world no longer exists. There's nothing normal about it. Nothing. And we have to find a way to keep it moving, to work around it, to do what we need to do to stay alive. And don't join the crazies. You're here for a reason. You're here to do the greater work. I had to remind myself of that. And I said, what can I do to impact more people? And the computer gives me that opportunity to reach more people. Some people don't have nothing. And at least I can give away something that can lift their mind, their heart, and their spirit because I'm here as a result of God's grace and mercy. And he didn't give me an invoice. I'm grateful. This is a special moment. You have something special. I talked to a friend of mine, Jamal. He saw me yesterday and he said, man, he said, I couldn't sleep last night. I saw you yesterday. It triggered something in me. And I was working all night, man. See, everybody's not going to hear your voice. And that's okay. Don't get your feelings hurt. They're not on the same page with you. And that's okay. Communicate with the people who, if you can't have the one you love the one you're with. Your superpower is your calling. A job is what you get paid for, your calling. is what you're made for. Here's something else. Not only is your dream possible, but you've got to decide it's necessary. Why? Because you're going to get some resistance. An airplane can't fly without the resistance of air. You can't learn good horsemanship by riding a tame horse. When the dream is big enough, the odds don't matter. No guts, no glory. Faith not tested can't be trusted. And so it's necessary when stuff happens that you keep the faith. Believe in miracles. Miracles still happen. But I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel because you are trying to see what you are. You are the light. Get with it, and you're going to be stronger. Everything, I'm looking back at my life, every major setback in my life, when I got through it, I was stronger and better because of it. It contributed to me becoming the person that I am now. It contributed to me being able to speak to millions of people around the world. And all my friends who had more education, all my friends who had such great opinions about why I couldn't do it. My mother, Mrs. Mamie Brown, said, opinions are like behinds. Everybody's got one. Listen, there are things that happen for us. It's a training. It's a preparation. And I look back, all the stuff that I've been through, and I'm still here. It's real. People said, no test, no testimony. That's real. It sounds cute, but you're being tested now. Don't stop. You're being tested now. Don't give up. You're being tested now. Don't give in. You're being tested now. So you can have a testimony. And you don't know how strong you are until you have to become strong. If our children are going to have a future, we got to do what these young millennials say. Stay woke. Stay woke. This is a time to step up. There's no time to lay back and talk about and have conversations about what they are doing or what they're not doing and watching that soap opera. Absolutely not. No. This is the time to step up. This is the time to be actively engaged in finding ways in which you can use your talents, your abilities, and your skills to build a place for yourself in this new economy, in this new place where we are. When I was fired from radio, I had to find another way to use my talent, to use my voice, to take care of my family. I had to be willing to learn something new. See, this is, if you do what works, then that is follow the money. And if you're willing to learn something new, the possibilities are unlimited as to what you can do. Bishop is a great businessman, not just a religious leader. Great businessman. The reason he wants to come over here where I am, because he knows there's money here. And he wants to teach people how they can earn money with their story. Sounds familiar? With their knowledge and their abilities. Listen, you watch successful people and do what they do. Invest in you. Learn something that can help you to begin to make the adjustment to the changes that's taken place in the economy. We have conveniences now that we've never had before. You don't have to go to a restaurant and worry whether or not somebody's going to take their mask off and why they're eating and infect you. You can order food to your house, organic. Why? Because that's what time it is. When I was a kid, you got in an elevator, there's a person there that asked, what floor, please? And you told them the floor, and they manipulated the elevator and took you to the floor that you wanted. And then technology came and it eliminated that person. We're going through something that's always been with us. Write this down. Creative destruction. Something that was created to take over a certain position, and it destroyed what was there. That's been going on for a long time. That didn't just happen. It's a brand new. They have technology to teach people how to speak. Yes, they're coming for me. Is that right? Yes, I want to see that artificial intelligence tell you their story and touch your heart and tell you the things that they've gone through and the setbacks they've had and what it means to be hungry and how they got fired from the job. See, you want to position yourself that what you bring is unique. What you bring is indispensable. Technology don't have a heart. Nobody gonna sit down and look at a computer and say, you had a tough time having baby computers. Oh my goodness! And what's your mama name? You adopted too. I'm adopted too. Talking to a computer. You ever talk to a computer that was adopted? You got to be smart today. I'm in this place here because it makes your life recession proof. Recessions restores resourcefulness. Bet on you. Invest in you. This is where this is. You got to step up. The people that's going to make it now, they're hungry. Majority of people are not going to make it. Reverend Ike was right. The best thing to do for the poor is not to be one of them. Most people, listen, because they're lazy, because they're not willing to learn, because they're hoping that the government will save them, because of fear, because of doubt, they're stuck. They're stuck. And many of them waiting on God. And God is waiting on them. There's a difference between working hands and praying lips. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. I love what Mary McLeod Bethune said. Pray as if everything depends upon God, and work as if everything depends upon you.
Greatness is built one step at a time. Keep moving forward. We appreciate you watching our video to the end. Creating these videos takes a lot of passion and dedication, and your support makes it all worthwhile. If this video inspired you, make sure to subscribe and stay on this journey with us. Your encouragement helps us continue delivering top quality videos just for you. Together, let's make life epic.